Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are going to have a debate on the topic knowledge versus experience. So I stand for knowledge. Knowledge is very important for one's life because teaches us how to go somewhere, how to make path for some places that we go for our life. And knowledge is it will give you every detailed things to know about whatever you are going to learn or whatever you are taking for the knowledge for. And you will be uh, knowledge is sometimes better because when you experience, sometimes people lose their time in experiencing some things, but when they have knowledge they won't be getting getting a problem by on their own, or they will see others problem and they can define that how they could solve those problems, so that would make their uh, time to like they can save their time and sometimes money also, because sometimes people start doing things over and over again, but they don't get the right result. So if sometimes if they are if they're having good knowledge, then they wouldn't have to try for all those years, so many years, and put their time and money on that thing, because if they would have knowledge about it earlier, they wouldn't have wasted their time and money.
I stand for knowledge. I am agree with what he said, but in my opinion, knowledge is the best to gain the experience. Without knowledge, we can't solve the problems. See, if we experienced, but we don't have knowledge that much on that work, so we can't do this because we have experience. I know, but I can do this, but without knowledge, we can't do. We can't achieve the goals in our life. So, in my opinion, knowledge is the it's important for our education and for exam also. That's why knowledge, in my opinion, knowledge is the better.
So according to you, first knowledge comes, then by the experience
Yes,
comes. That's what you're telling. Okay.
I stand for experience. Knowledge is how to do, it will helps. Then experience helps what to do, how to do, like real time experience. It will handle. Suppose doctor, it will come, doctor in emergency situations. If you have experience, that time you can do. Only knowledge is not work out.
But you should have knowledge also for that, because
Yeah, knowledge means first of all, experience means you are already experienced, mean already gain knowledge and you are practically
but not
experienced.
everyone is experienced, they can't experience.
No, practical, it is already practical. Suppose some patient, it is emergency. Practical means already he has knowledge with experience, right?
So because
So
of
that
knowledge,
is
because of
practical.
knowledge, he is
Practical.
doing that, because he wouldn't have knowledge, then he
Yeah,
wouldn't have
knowledge only theoretical. I am telling about theoretical. Experience means including theoretical plus knowledge plus practical. So it is experience means whoever emergency situations, it will overcome the problem. So that's why suppose traffic rules, you know the rules about. So when you drive, it will experience. Then can be handle good driving. Otherwise, you can't
But
drive.
if you don't have knowledge how to accelerate and how to
Yeah, knowledge
use the
means
brake,
experience
how
means
how
without
will
knowledge they can't get.
yeah, that's the thing. Knowledge is the base of everything.
Yeah, I completely agree for that knowledge also. Then After that, we should have practical real time example, real life examples. Then only it will be handled. Only theoretical it will not work out. Suppose you have knowledge, then you don't have practical knowledge. How can you treat the
Okay,
patient? And
let's see. What if a doctor is there who has not a single knowledge of anything.
so doctor has some
no,
knowledge.
let me say he doesn't have any knowledge of how to cure the patient, how to do operations,
No.
surgeries. So how will he do? With only experience he would be able to do all those things, because he won't be knowing at what
My
time
opinion-
what should be used.
But experience comes
My,
with
my,
practice.
my
na?
opinion.
If you
before-
are doing practice, so your
Yeah,
experience
but
will
before,
build
but
your
before knowledge,
also.
he can't go to that doctor. So before he gain knowledge, right? Then only can practically, when I was studying, he are practically attended what related surgeries and all, what he said. Before practical, he has some knowledge. He knows practical
So
everything.
that's what we are discussing. That
Yeah.
knowledge is better.
Yeah, my opinion, knowledge is important. Then practical is when you emergency situations, like so patient's emergency situation. Doctor he has practical. Otherwise, only knowledge is not work.
Okay, so
That's
you are
why,
saying that for experience.
Yeah, experience
If,
is
if,
better.
if we go to some doctors for flu or cold, something like that.
That knowledge is not
No,
work.
for cold and flu, and he is not having any knowledge for that. He will give medicine of all other things, but not of cold and flu.
My opinion,
Let
he's
listen.
okay.
But after how much experience he will come to know that I was giving the wrong medicines to all those patients who were coming to me.
My opinion, nobody can't any experience, any knowledge as a doctor. Without knowledge, they can't be doctor. I am not doctor. You come to me, just like in MBBS or RMPS, like that. If I not knowledge, if I don't have knowledge, I can't treat properly. So they can certified MBBS means they have some knowledge. Then only they get job. Mm, what is
They'll become
Yeah.
doctors.
Yeah.
For that they are
then only they
knowledge.
can treat
they,
them.
they are trying like they are giving more time to knowledge, so that they can understand everything, every situation.
No,
what they
even
will-
only give knowledge, it's not work out. Whenever practically works, if it is fail or success, practically it is the overcome. Then only
a patient is dying in
No.
operation theatre. And you are having experience. You are trying to
not
have
only
experience.
patient. Yeah, in many cases, first of all, practical. Before that, more experienced people are there in front of them.
So
Suppose
how-
I'm a
how-
fresher,
how they get experience?
not much experience. I'm a fresher. I need to treat. I need to surgery to patient. So more experienced person,
Person are there, na?
doctor is there. They only suggest that how to do,
How
what
to
to
do.
do, what is required.
So how are they-
things?
how are they
Those
getting
and all
so
they
much
can
experience?
explain. They can tell to them. Based on that, according to that, I can we can process. Okay.
So they have got all those knowledge the knowledge from
Knowledge we have already. Knowledge we have.
Okay, so you can
Without knowledge,
do
how
the
can-
surgery
how
of
can
any
you
Without
extent.
knowledge, no, I am not talking about without knowledge. With knowledge plus practical. I'm
Practical.
telling. Yeah.
Experience.
So that means that knowledge.
Yeah, knowledge gives
No, you can say
practical.
that experience is the
The-
knowledge is the
theoretical you-
subset of the experience.
Yeah. No, I mean, theoretical gives practical, or experience gives practical. Practical
I'm not
experience
talking
always
about
gives
the
practical.
practical. I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
it is real life.
See, everybody should have the knowledge.
Mm.
If you have knowledge in the sense, you should have the basic. the concept clarity and what is the fundamentals. For knowing the concept,
Yeah,
you can grow.
fundamentals before going the
so
practical.
without knowing, say if the person doesn't have the qualification of the doctors, or we are just for the sake of saying, doesn't have any experience, but he is just a shopkeeper.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a medicine shop.
Yeah.
And he is giving the medicine without knowing the much clarity or what kind of medicine
Yeah.
is relevant
Just
for
he
a
knows
particular.
fever,
Okay, based on the experience that
like
this
that.
is the medicine for fever, this is the medicine for cough and cold and other
Yeah.
matters. But sometimes the experienced person, he doesn't have any knowledge, but he might go wrong, right? Because the experience sometimes give some clarity. It's just that experience will give you. Sometimes it may go wrong direction, or sometimes maybe it may go in a right direction. So that clarity you don't have. But the person who is having the knowledge, he can give the right direction to you.
Yeah,
For sure.
of course, definitely. First, before going the real time, before going the experience means they can't directly experience.
That
First,
means-
they
so
have
that means the knowledge-
some
knowledge is the
some
past
limited,
priority,
some
then
amount of
experience.
some amount of knowledge they gain. After that, they can go practical. Then only their experience. That time maybe some success or failure cases. So most probably it will be success. Because they
So
have that
that's what I'm
knowledge.
telling. The past
So
priority
that's
is
why
in knowledge, then
experience
experience.
is better. Yeah.
So the experience you can gain, like after several failures or after several challenges you might have faced, then you can
Yeah,
gain
yeah,
the
definitely
experience,
that is
right?
the challenges, right?
Yes.
Experience only they get the challenge, real time challenge.
Knowledge you
can-
Knowledge only you can't gain any challenge.
No, if you
just
have
you have
knowledge
just
like,
knowledge. You have
like
knowledge.
scooty
What
or,
to do, what to
driving.
do, how to
If
do.
you have knowledge how to accelerate or when is accelerate, but you are not in real, like when we eat accelerate the accelerator or release the clutch lever. We gain the knowledge or from theoretical experience only. If we don't put our knowledge or in field.
When we have
So-
the knowledge that how to use the scooty, then we will use our
No,
knowledge.
how to use the scooty, that's okay.
Yeah.
But when we are going to drive it,
Yeah, real time is
in real time, we are
We should
putting the gear and release the clutch instantly. So your knowledge is not stand there because of
You
you
know
are not
knowledge,
experienced,
then how to use you should
because you are not
practically
experienced
required.
at that time.
Yeah.
Sometimes in doctor case that is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of knowledge
yeah,
and-
see, I explained for that.
I agree with you.
Suppose accelerator
But-
when
but
you should
Yeah.
use
Without knowledge,
you should
without
you
you know-
you should
don't know
practically it will
how to
work.
drive.
If you know knowledge,
Some
that
person
time
are
that
going
time
to
it will
knowledge.
not work out.
That's why
Experience.
basic knowledge
It's not
will work.
work out.
You
That is
so
common.
you don't know drive how to drive it, but you should have knowledge of the what is
Knowledge-
the accelerator
We
and
have knowledge
brake
about
and
that.
Knowledge
But we
only.
can drive
There
that
is
time
no
with-
practical.
But-
right now.
But what
You're
that
right,
you
you're
should
right.
have the
Because
basic knowledge. No?
Because we are accelerate or that time is so much to accelerate, so you are getting
No,
injured.
no, that's
That
what I'm
is-
telling. The ABC, like accelerator, brake, and clutch. If you don't know what is accelerator, brake, and clutch, what is the use
No,
of that, then
no,
you can't drive.
practical
Even
when
if you
you
have
are-
experience.
You know about that, but when we use
So you know means
When
that
you
you,
use that
you should
one-
have the knowledge first. No?
Yeah,
When you use that
definitely.
one-
I agree for that.
So,
I agree for
Knowledge is
that.
the first priority, then the experience.
Yeah, yeah.
You
That's
have-
the matter.
you have knowledge, but
I'm-
without experience,
whatever
you cannot implant the knowledge always.
Nah, that was your I'm telling. That's why the knowledge and experience both are interconnected. If you are having the knowledge but you are not using it, then that is no
No,
use
no.
of it.
Some-
No,
Sometimes-
practical means
that is-
first of all knowledge,
Yeah.
knowledge gain. After that we will go for the real time practical.
Correct. But without having the
So then
knowledge,
only
that there is no experience.
that time we can
and doesn't matter.
raise the
Right.
clutch, we do
Some-
raise the
Sometimes people
accelerator.
are only
we use
experienced,
to
not
mobile.
any degree or any documents or related. They doesn't have any degrees or any documents or that all thing knowledge. But they perform
Yeah,
very well.
obviously,
They perform very well.
but
Because of
they
they have experience only.
But sometimes they may
that
go
is a
wrong.
role for that.
Because of that have,
See,
have
that's
only
why-
experience and they are learning from experience only. Experience
Experience,
level.
used for only emergency situations.
See,
They are learning from experience, but they
Okay.
don't. But
sometimes they may go
what if
wrong,
something
or
goes wrong?
sometimes they may go wrong, or sometimes their experience might put them in trouble.
Okay.
Because they don't know what is the right path.
This will not be the-
Right, the decision
Yeah,
may go wrong.
definitely
So,
they
but
should
the
know, they
person
should
who
know.
has a clear concept and the basic knowledge, that is for sure, he will give a right path and direct directions.
Definitely.
Yes.
Whenever knowledge it will give the right
And the
path,
person who has
then
who has the
after
clear
that
knowledge,
we should
he
practically
can
try
achieve
it.
many more
Otherwise you
milestones
can't.
than the person who is having the experience, and the experienced and knowledgeable person, both are
Yeah,
quite
I
different.
completely agree for
Yes,
that.
yes.
Right path is required for knowledge. Knowledge after knowledge you will get. Then
Get experience.
after if you want real time experience, when
Yes.
we should
Yeah.
we can practically experience. Then only if you know.
Like you are saying that we have to we have to get knowledge about ABC while we are driving in a vehicle. I have knowledge about ABC, but whenever I drive my bike, I drive my vehicle. That time I get to know how to drive in how many vehicle, between the how many vehicle I have to drive. I have to careful, and in how much space I can throughout my vehicle in that space. That all knowledge we can get with experience only. It will not give with
Knowledge.
this knowledge. Knowledge is mandatory, but with experience we can drive more confidently and
Yeah, more confident it will
Okay,
helps
see,
more confident
for example,
and practical.
for example,
Theoretical.
Thomas Edison was there. He invented bulb. Okay, and because of his knowledge, he gave to everyone. And after that, people are not getting confused in making light bulbs. They are following him so that they would not be like him. Like he tried for hundred or thousand of times to make the light bulb. So he has given his knowledge. He has given his own experience. So people are trying.
yes,
like-
this is his
Yeah,
experience
yeah,
also,
yeah.
not only
Yeah.
knowledge.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
experience. He
It's
felt
all-
very
yes.
well.
how he started that thing, because he had some knowledge about
it
that.
helps only theoretical knowledge.
He-
Knowledge comes
He
first,
has
but,
knowledge, but he
experience
also
is very
experienced. He felt many times,
important,
and
huh?
he
That is
Hundred times.
experience.
Yeah.
Many times pain.
And he
Many
succeeded.
times
After
get
his-
to that
He
one.
get knowledge now.
Yeah, I agree
He
that
got knowledge.
it's only not.
Then he
not
tried to-
theoretical.
First and second
Practical
not
knowledge.
thing.
The thing
Thing
is,
is
the
very much
person
to-
doesn't have any basic knowledge, or the concept that is
Yeah.
not clear or theoretical
Experience,
knowledge. But the thing is, the person is gaining based on the experience. That means the experience itself is the theoretical knowledge.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Whenever he is
Yes.
doing something or experiment something, then he is also learning something.
Yeah,
maybe
definitely,
maybe
definitely,
it is
definitely.
maybe it is in favor, or maybe
Yeah.
doesn't favor.
It
But
doesn't
sometimes-
mean without
sometimes he may fail,
knowledge,
sometimes he may
we can't.
get a good result
With
from
knowledge
that. So,
only you can.
yeah, so multiple times he will experiment with, or he may fail multiple times, then he will gain something. So based on that learning, this is a kind of knowledge, and it is getting accumulated. The time will come, he will tell, without knowing the basic concept, I am also now good enough to understand, and I can explain everything about this topic. So anything, I'm not saying the person who has theoretical knowledge and has a basic concept of a clarity on a particular topic, he can achieve many more milestones than the person who gained the experience, having multiple years of struggles and challenges. So their priority, the clarity should be more with the person who has a good knowledge.
That means.
And the person who is having the experience, obviously, he would have gone through the multiple ups and downs in your life. Then only he would have achieved that something.
Yeah, that helps only theoretical.
Let's-
What to do?
Let's
like
take
that.
one example. Any person is there who is very old, like that he would be like from 1950s or 1960s. We will give him a mobile, so he will know how to use it.
No, they don't know.
He explained what sense.
So
Experience
he-
no,
not experience.
They don't know.
They don't have experience
They-
mobile.
What is the experience?
Use of
I see
mobile.
96
But they have
he
experience.
doesn't have knowledge
No.
about this.
How
He
do you
is-
know?
No,
You agree?
Important. No, I completely disagree.
It doesn't have
Because
experience.
if you have a vehicle, that is experience.
Yeah.
It is is not experience.
See, lot of get experience.
It is not about
Not
age.
about
Age is
phone.
not experience.
They
Experience of
different kind of
any particular
experience.
Okay,
field.
without knowledge you will experience.
No, without without like maybe
Suppose
what
you
he
are-
also
you are
knowledgeable
experienced
about
with
mobile,
mobile.
right?
If
Maybe
you want
60
to
years old
then
people
it is not
know
working.
how to handle
Different
mobile,
experience.
but
He has
6-year-old
experience. He can
boy,
do something.
6-year-old boys knows how to handle mobile.
Okay.
But there is not age criteria. It's about experience. He
Okay,
knows
so
how to handle and all the things.
Don't see that experiment. Take that
Experiment important.
That
Yeah.
don't take that experience thing. I'm saying that there is one old man. Like
He didn't work right. That.
Yeah.
He is old, but it's not.
I'm not saying that he is old, so he should have experience. I'm just saying that he is old, but he does not have any knowledge about the smartphone or mobile. So how will he use that? First, he should have some knowledge.
Knowledge.
As someone
Yeah,
could-
I
Yes,
agree for
yeah,
that.
agree
I agree
on-
for that.
in base-
Then whatever
base-
knowledge comes
Knowledge is
first.
based like he said.
Yeah,
okay?
so knowledge
Then-
comes
but
first.
experience is also mandatory. Like,
So
if
knowledge comes
experience-
first. Don't
knowledge-
you agree?
Yeah,
Knowledge comes first, but you also
after
need-
knowledge you can get
See,
everything.
we can do
What I can
all
do-
works without experience.
That's what
Experience
we are
is-
saying.
We don't
No,
do
If you want
without
to mobile operate, first you should know about that knowledge. So they can handle that.
So that's what we are
Yeah,
talking about. That's what we are
Yeah,
talking
then-
about.
That's why we
Knowledge
are
is-
just now.
Yeah, I agree for that. But
Just-
then only knowledge is not important. You know how to operate. Then you didn't experience. How can you practical?
But you have the knowledge how
Only
to
knowledge.
operate.
Knowledge is not work out. You need to operate real time, right? So that you have knowledge. You said. Then you
So-
how to operate. You should practical required.
Yeah, so
that is
to-
important. I am telling
to
about
take
practical
a
required. Only knowledge.
But
not
do you
required.
agree
Yeah.
the knowledge is required or not?
Knowledge important.
So
Then-
which one come first?
It
Whether
will-
knowledge or experience?
No,
But topic,
I will conclude for
but here topic is not which one come first and
First
last.
last.
experience.
But
Knowledge is
if-
how to do,
I
what
ask
to
one
do,
question.
it is experience is real life. I mean real life examples like what to, how to do, how to handle this kind of things. It will do.
No, that I agree. But see, both are interconnected. Even if you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
experience without
Yes,
knowing
that
nothing,
point,
you
that-
can't do anything.
Yeah,
And the person
experience-
having the knowledge, and if he doesn't apply it, then there is no meaning of it.
Yeah.
Right? So both are interconnected.
Knowledge-
And the knowledge is the base.
Knowledge is come through the
Yes.
experience. Experience without knowledge it will come. It will not come experience. Knowledge plus experience. It is.
If I read one book, how to swim, how to hand movements, how to leg movements, and I jump any deep water, it's worth it? It's okay? No, I have to experience what is the water of level, what is the temperature of the water.
So you are getting the knowledge of that thing from reading that book.
But
You are-
I'm not able to swim now without
But-
experience.
But if you wouldn't if you wouldn't get knowledge,
So
you wouldn't
before
have.
jumping into the pond or before jumping into the swimming pool, you know that the level of water, the density of water, what kind of challenges you may face.
I
So
read all
that
the
kind of
things.
thing, the knowledge you should have, right?
I
No,
mean,
no,
maybe
no.
I did all the
Suppose
things.
That's
I
okay.
get
how to
knowledge.
go to the river or in this
No.
ocean. That time you don't know that much example.
Even if you don't know what is river and what is the pond, what
Maybe
is the
Yeah,
level and all,
so
then you
swimming,
can't.
swimming,
with
if you know
experience, I know
something,
how
it
to
is
swim
that time you
and
can handle it.
deep water and all.
We
with
don't know when
experience.
it is life is
So
happening.
until you have
In that
such,
situation, so
until
how
you
can
have
you
such-
handle?
You
So
got
that's
knowledge,
all.
you should how to
Also-
swim.
You should
All
Knowledge is
experience.
very
Knowledge
experience
matters.
also.
So always knowledge matters. Doesn't
No,
matter.
not only knowledge, practicals also matter. Because
No.
with
See,
only
how to
knowledge,
know how to
it
swim.
doesn't work
How to
out.
swim.
When
Then how to
how to swim?
jump
If
the
you
swimming
know,
pool?
yeah, if you have practical, they can know. Only knowledge is not work out in swimming.
If like I have knowledge how to hand movement, how to leg movement, but if I have not practiced, I can't swim like from here to there. Knowledge is not
so you
knowledge
are
is
saying
not
that
enough.
you need experience, okay?
Huh.
And for gaining experience, you will lose your life also.
Why?
No,
Because you
well,
do not know how to.
So,
Swim is Experience already experience
How
was
speed?
practically they
So
experience.
for
They
experience,
have
Knowledge
it,
means
in
I
practicals without knowledge
So,
it will come up
here I
practical
like to interpret.
experience not right.
If I
Knowledge
have
and
knowledge,
experience will give knowledge.
No, I can't agree with you.
if I have